face when I'm with you. But I love it, but I love it. Oh, I can feel my face when I'm with you. But I love it, but I love it. And I know she'll be the death of me. At least no protein.
Guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we are doing an olive green smoky eye. I do read all of you guys' requests, and one request that I was already going to do was an olive green smoky eye. So that's what I decided to do today. I primarily use Morphe brushes eyeshadows. They're like these single pot shadows that are only $2, so they're really inexpensive and really affordable, and they're really good quality. So if you're someone that cannot afford MAC or Anastasia Beverly Hills or even MakeupGeek, you should definitely check out Morphe brushes. I'm like all the way over here trying to get it together. You should definitely check out Morphe brushes just because these eyeshadows are really affordable. I did use one MakeupGeek eyeshadow, but those are also really affordable. And if you cannot afford Morphe that are $2, Coastal Scents does have their Hot Pot sale, where they do have their Hot Pots for 99¢, and that's when I went ahead and bought all of mine, just because even just $1.99 to me was like, ooh. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I've been getting a lot of comments. I won't say a lot. I've been getting a few comments from women saying that all of my eyeshadow looks are starting to look the same, and that really puts a damper on me because every single look and video that I post, I thoroughly think it out, and I really sit down and I either play with it before or I like kind of swatch the colors to make sure they look really good. And I understand that not everybody can do wing liner, and wing liner is not something that has to be done. Wing liner is something that is optional. If you're like, oh god, that looks good on you, but I can't do the wing liner, skip it and just do kind of a short line that stops right here. Just because I do it in my video does not mean that you have to do it when you go home and play or whenever you decide to sit in your makeup and do it. But for this particular look, just because I have been hearing that my wing liner and smoky lower lash line has been becoming a trend of mine, I decided to just do wing liner, and a short one at that, something that I didn't think was very long. A short wing liner that started right where my lashes is. I didn't even bring it all the way in, and I left the lower lash line blank by just putting mascara, no eyeshadow, no nothing, no eyeliner, but also including a pop of pink in the inner corner because I had this scarf that you guys can't really see that, like, this is where this whole look revolved around. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. I hope it isn't like anything that I've done, but every single time I get that comment, I just like sit there and I'm like, God, what the fuck can I do? Like, it's just like, oh my god, like, I don't know, it just like, it crushes my spirit just a little bit. I'm always like, oh my god, I can't please everyone, I can't make everyone happy, I just can't win, you know what I mean? But anyways, enough. Our intro's already at 3 minutes. I will see you guys very soon. Leave me a comment down below on what you guys would see next. And oh my god, guys, we're so close to 7,000 subscribers. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I think we have like 65 until we get there, and this is Sunday, the 26th, so hopefully by the time this video goes up tomorrow, which is Monday, it will be. Alright, I'll see you guys very soon. Bye! You guys, starting off this look, I'm priming my lids as per usual, and today I'm using my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion just to prime and make sure my eyeshadows have something to adhere to. Then I'm going in with my first Morphe brushes eyeshadow, and I'm taking the shade Caramelized on a Sigma E40 blending brush. This is just a big fluffy blending brush, and the reason I did this step was just to apply a transition between my brow bone and the crease colors that we're going to go in with, but you don't have to do this step if you don't want to. Then I'm going to go in with MakeupGeek's Koko. This is one of my favorite eyeshadows, and I'm using a Coastal Scents blending brush. I'm not sure of the number, but it's really similar to the E25. It's just really cheap. It's a more affordable shadow, but I'm also applying this just to warm up the look a little bit. Then I'm going to go into Trouble, which is another Morphe brushes eyeshadow, and this is a matte black, and this is a really dark matte black brown, almost black, like it's that dark, and it's really good. I love using this brown to add a transition between my warm color and my black color. And then for the black, I'm using a this is Morphe brushes Kohl eyeshadow, and I'm taking that on a Sigma E40 5 blending brush. Then I'm going back in with that blending brush that I did trouble with no additional product, and I'm just going to blend the two colors together just to make sure there is no line of demarcation. Then for my lid, I'm using the shade Bronze Ivy. This is another Morphe brush, it's eyeshadow, and I'm applying that with a MAC 224 brush. This is a really thin and synthetic brush, and it really helps to pack on the color, but this is how it looked without the Duraline, so I decided to go in with my Inglot Duraline just to intensify the color a little bit more. You can spray your brush with water, Max Fix Plus, anything like that to help the eyeshadow really stand out. And because this is a satined finish, I wanted it to kind of be like foily, so I pulled my eye taut, which is right against the eyelid, just to harden that surface, and I just go back and forth and kind of smooth that eyeshadow all over my lid just to add a more foiled and more intense look. And that's just a tip and trick for you guys. For eyeliner, I went in with Anastasia Beverly Hills Waterproof Cream color in the shade Jet. It's just a black gel eyeliner, and I just started my liner right where my lashes start, and I just continue to drag it out and wing it out just the tiniest bit. For face, I'm priming my face with the MakeupForever, I can't even speak, the MakeupForever Smoothing Primer. This is the step 1, and this is the deluxe sample size, and it was like $16 at Sephora. Then for foundation, I went in my Becca Evermatte Poreless Primer Perfector Foundation in the shade Sandalwood. I really like this foundation. The color selection was really good for Becca, but it's still a little bit warm for my skin tone, but no problem. I still kind of like this foundation. I think I need to give it one more go. This is my second time using this foundation, and it was more thin than I usually like my foundations to be. So if you guys like a matte foundation but not too full coverage, this is a really good foundation. I would give it a try. For concealer, I'm mixing my MAC NC45 and NC42. I like to mix those two just because NC45 is a little too dark and NC42 is way too light. So I mix the two and I get my perfect shade, and I highlighted all of the areas that I usually do. And then I just blended it all out with my damp beauty blender. So I usually take it underneath of my eyes, up the side of my nose as well, just to help thin out my nose a little bit more so my nose doesn't look too pudgy. And then I just balance out the rest of my highlight by doing underneath of my nose or down the bridge of my nose, my forehead, cupid's bow, and chin. You guys know the dealio. You guys have watched me for a while, I'm sure. And then I'm going to set that right away, and I'm using my Sacha Buttercup setting powder just because I real crease, and this is a really good setting powder. It is a bit pricey, whereas it's $25, but it's definitely worth it. It's going to last you a long time, and it's a very finely milded powder. So I'm just going to brush all that away with a flat top kabuki brush, and it leaves me with a flawless under eye concealer, bright area and everything. And I'm going to contour with my Niki Garrett contouring palette. You can get this on Amazon for $14.77. It's a really affordable palette. I love it. It's very blendable, and as you can see, it just defines my face like no other. And this is in the shade Dark. So there's a medium and a dark. Then I take whatever is left on my beauty blender and just kind of help sharpen up my contour a little bit more. I've heard you guys say that topaz doesn't look too good, so I decided to give whatever was left on my sponge a go just to see if it can like look better, you know. So then I'm going to go right back in and contour my nose, and this is a Coastal Scents contouring brush. I am not 100% sure of the number, but when I get home and I look at my brushes, I will try to list it down below just so I remember, because I know every time I use this brush you guys want to know what it is, but it's just a Coastal Scents contouring brush. So I contour my nose and then blend out the sides with my fingers so it's not too harsh. Then for blush, I went in with Milani's Rose d'Oro, and this has kind of a shimmer to it, so you don't have to apply a highlight, but I'm extra and I like to glow. So I'm going to use JD Glow's Gabrielle Union. It's a really pretty bronzy highlight, especially for darker skin, and I'm just going to tap that right on my top of my the high points of my features, just to glow and to have a nice sun-kissed look. And then I'm going to go in with that same e.l.f. The e.l.f. Dual Fiber brush and just blend that into my blush just to make sure everything is seamless. For the inner corner, I'm going to take a Hustle. This is a Concrete Minerals. Oh god, I'm all over the place. This is a Concrete Minerals pigment, and this is really good pigment. They're really inexpensive, and I really love it. And I just added that pop of pink in the inner corner. And then for my lips, I used Kat Von D's Everlasting Liquid Lipstick in the shade Lolita, which I think is a really pretty pink shade. It's like a dusty pink rose color, and it's really good for darker skin. It doesn't make us look ashy or anything like that. It just gives a flawless application. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really loved how it turned out, and I got a good feedback on Instagram and also my Facebook. A lot of you guys wanted to see a tutorial, so here it is. I love you guys. Leave me comments down below. Also, don't forget to thumbs up this video, and I will see you guys soon. Mwah. Bye!